Welcome to No Man's Sky Survival Mode. In the last part, we set up a new base on this planet, which is pretty good actually. It's a radioactive planet, but I've got the protection for it now. And it's actually a water world as well that's got Rigogen on it, which is going to make it quite ideal for kind of setting up nip plants and stuff like that. Hello creature, are you new? No. And at the same time it will allow me to lay out a farming area, but at the same time as I want some kind of accommodation block coming out this way so that I can actually look out over the water from within the base. This part's going to be kind of probably pretty short and focused because what I want to do is lay out the basic structure of the base, and so for future development. And what I do want, hopefully there will be the necessary resources in here. Yeah, we've got a bit of glass, got some, and we've got some iridium. We're going to bring the Corsigen back as well, because what I want to do is kind of create a observation type layout this way. So let's just get straight into it. I think I want glass. Where's the glass room? Yeah, one glass, one iridium. So what we're going to do is build a room out like this, or a tunnel out like that, and life support 75%. Yeah, well, not a problem. I suppose I can't have. I'm gonna have to glaze in my spherical rooms. And what I was thinking is, we can build 12 of these. So, and what I'm thinking of is coming out like this, and then maybe another glass corridor like this, followed by another spherical room like this. So the way to think of it is these would be my rooms for my scientists or technicians, and we will kind of maybe go up. Let's have a look, see how close that's got to the edge. So we'll come out. I have moved my Nomad Bay and the landing pad away from the edge. So yeah, I mean that's brought it pretty close to this edge, and I think if I go up another height and maybe put a viewing dome or something up here, that will make it look pretty cool. I like that. So maybe that's as far out as we need to come. I don't want to come out so far that I can't get round the base. And maybe we'll put a door on the end as well. So let's get in here, and I think maybe we will. Let me. Oh, maybe I've got to build it from the outside. Okay, let's get maybe one up above, then we can come out with, maybe I'll put a growing tenarium on the top actually, so maybe we can have like a stepped effect of, we'll put what are they called, put that on the top like that. That will give us a kind of view, and it will also serve as a growing area out like that, and then maybe we can put another one on the top like that. Ah, there, that might work. So let's just get back in, and so we're going to need to put some steps in. Sorry if this is going to be a little bit boring, guys. If you want me to go out roving, but I'd like to get this, at least some of it done. I'm not expecting to build the whole base this part, but I'd like to get a reasonable amount built in this part. So we got that area there, and I think it's the door. I would like to put a door in here, out. Of course we'll put, so you can see how close we are now to the edge. So I don't think we can go much further. So that will give us access out this way. And I think we can get our technicians in here as well. Maybe we'll put you against the back wall. Who's going to be first up? I know I don't need them, but the base doesn't look right if we don't have the specialists in here. I don't. The farmer. This is our weapon specialist. We'll drop him in there, and maybe over here. No, I think the scientist is actually up on in my freighter. Oops. So that's the agricultural terminal. I don't want the farmer here. I think we'll put our. So we got our exocraft expert here, and our kind of what was this called, armorer. And of course in here we've got our. I put our construction guy. We got the 2 volts we're going to have here. I think maybe I'll put a door in here as well, so that I don't have to keep walking all the way round. So we'll put a door here. So if I need to go and get some iron, I don't have to walk all the way around the building. Of course my ship's parked there as well, so that, because of course now I've got this big spur stuck out there. So I like that. So we've got access this way, and so we've got beginnings of our, you'd almost say, accommodation block. It's probably the polite way of saying it. And what I would probably want to do here is, I think let's see if we can find. We put saw that flash up. So we could put farming terminals around this. Not that I particularly want to, but okay. This is a glass. That's not glass. Let's see if we can find the glass one. Yep, I think we'll put a glass one in here. And then what I'd like to do is put this here, but we would need 5 glass, 80 titanium, 2 suspension fluids. See the idea, guys? Let's imagine the view that would give out over the water there. So we need 2 suspension fluid, 5 glass, 80 titanium. Right, let's see what we've got. I think I'd like to build this. Let's see what we've got. We should have the titanium. Oh, then again, maybe we haven't. Okay, looks like we're going to have. Oh, we've got titanium up in the freighter. So I think we're going to have to make a trip up. I wasn't planning on doing this, but maybe we're going to have to go up and call the freighter. Okay, return to, and I can pick the Chrysogene up as well at the same time while I'm up here. So let's grab the carbon like you do. Well, carbon's carbon. Just go over here. I think my freighter was parked above in the upper atmosphere of the planet anyway, come to think of it. I must admit, I do have one problem, guys. If you kind of think that I'm talking at cross purposes sometimes, at the moment I am getting my two No Man's Sky series mixed together because they're both in a base building phase, is probably the correct way of saying, and at the moment I'm getting them a bit confused. In fact, before I do a recording at the moment, I have to go back and watch parts of the previous episode to remind me what I'm actually doing. That's got titanium now. It's almost like the freighter has random elements in its storage. Oh yeah, well, you're too late if you're going to attack me. I'm not particularly worried. Yeah, so if I kind of make odd references which don't make sense, guys, about building things, that's the reason why I kind of flip sometimes to other modes. Which, well, I suppose that's the way it goes. But I don't want to give up both series, that's the problem. Because I'm actually enjoying doing both series. It's quite a strange feeling doing two series at the same time, but at the same time it helps you explore the game and feel the game, I suppose is the way to kind of describe it from the two perspectives. And of course, if they do another major update, I will have to consider which one of these will be dropped, although it'll probably be this one, depending on how far I've got with the permadeath one. That's assuming that I don't die in the permadeath one, of course. If I die in the permadeath one, then the permadeath one will be the candidate. Now I've got to remember Chrysogen. I think it's up around 3 or 4. Nope, it's back 1. Chrysogen, that's Chrysonite, so it must be. Yeah, there's a Chrysogen. I don't think we actually need that much, so I think we can probably, because I don't really have the storage space down on my base at the moment. In fact, I'd be tempted to take that storage down, but then it would make the whole place look scruffy. Now I think I can live with it at the moment. So what was it I needed? It was Chrysogen, titanium, and suspension fluid. I think there's some. There's some suspension fluid. We'll probably put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we'll take 8 suspension fluid with us. We've got lots of Chrysogen. See how we are for titanium. How are we for titanium? Well, it's 1,000 titanium in the freighter. We don't have a lot in the starship. Okay. Logic here. That can go to the starship. And we'll go and get a nice big heavy wad of titanium from our freighter captain. I'm aware that I am going through lots of resources in doing this process, but we'll be okay, guys. We'll be okay. So I'd just like to get those 2 domes built. On our system here. Okay, hello Commander. It'd be really nice to have a teleporter on the freighter as well, but I suppose that's asking a bit too much. I think 500 back. Getting a bit. I can always come back, guys. I don't want to lug too much in the way of resources around. Okay, that's it. I think what I'll do is I'll cut the video here, and I will join you when I'm back on the base, because obviously this is going to be a bit tedious, me having to go out, get back into the ship, and then fly back to the space station. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, welcome back. And we are back on the home base. Took a little bit longer than I was even expecting, because we ran into the middle of a space battle, which is quite happily going on, which is going to be a problem. So what we're going to do is just build this up here, and I think maybe we will have, does this actually have a directional? We could drop that on the top there. Has that got a, I think we're just going to build that there. So we've now got our two domes on the top there. Of course the one up here I can't get to at the moment, so we're just going to have to come here. Oops, no. Get the steps. And back one. Back off a bit. We rotate this. I think, is that the right way round? Oh, we'll soon find out. I think I've built that. So that's a kind of two-step process actually. Ah, that's interesting. Does that actually work better? Let me just see this. We can come up to here, and then we can come up to there. So we can actually come up two jumps in the top there. You can see now the view that we're going to have from here. Actually, I want to try something. Can I? Oh no, it's not going to let me. To put this, get nip plants out. I'm going to have to. I was hoping that I might be able to put out the ones I already had, but well, I'm not too worried. We'll fill these up over time. We got this base here, and we'll come down here. Oops, and I've fallen right through. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Of course, we got this base here. Yep, I quite like that. And what I might do is actually go back over this one as well eventually. So if I go outside, is maybe we'll come back here and make an observation dome up here. So we've got two areas there, and of course we will put some glass around these and open them up a little bit. I mean, could I do it? Maybe I'll do that. See how much corsogen I've got left. I mean, we can always go and farm some more corsogen. So we've got this area here. I'm not going to come out the sides of this one. So let's just have a quick look. How much corsogen we got? Yeah, got 50 corsogen left. Wow. Ah, certainly gone through the corsogen, haven't I? Oh well. Let's put in. I think that's the curve windows. And it's 30 iron, 1 glass. Okay. So, and I think that's about it. So eventually we will have windows on these sides here, and the same out here. So this whole section will be completely glazed, which I think will make it look pretty cool. And of course now we're going to do, well, we're going to go to the utility side of the building to see how many bits of iron we've got. Oops, I think I went past it. Right, let's. No, I don't want that. Because we can build 31 of these. Okay. So we're going to come in here. 2 lengths. Kind of put a connector there. And I think we'll go forward another 2 lengths this way. It's going to be quite a big base by the time I finish, I think, guys. And that will come out to about there. And I think we'll put a door here. Well, we're not quite to the edge of the base. We can always expand it if later on need to. And we'll put another ramp there. So we got our door there. We've got an exit out this way if I want to go this way, and we've got an exit out. Oops, I've got lost in my own base. To put signs up saying base in this direction. And then I think what we're going to do here is, do I go out cuboid room, or let's just have a quick look. Cuboid room. Cuboid room I can build 4. If I build the ordinary ones, I think I'd like to build the ordinary ones. I don't want the glass. That won't really fit. I think if we come out just one each side like that, so that we've got, I think that keeps the corridors consistent. Yeah, I like that. And then what we're going to do is kind of lay the foundation of a cuboid room out here, since we can build 4. Okay. I don't know. Oops. And we can have 1 this side. And I think what I'm going to do is put the farmer back where he was before in relation to my main base. But we'll put the farmer there, agricultural terminal, and I think this will probably emulate very much what the way the original base looked like on this side. Although probably, let me just have a look. So we've got all the specialists in now, and farming tech. So we could go 2-2 gap. So we could probably put a double 1 there. I don't want to crowd this entrance, so we'd need to go back 1 more row and put some of these, start putting these in, and then maybe we can have go out 1 more that way. So what we could have is a triple row across the center, but we need more iron. So I think we're gonna have to go and mine some iron. So let's go up and mine some iron. Well, I'll mine some iron. I'll show you a great big hole that I've made here. This hole here was originally full of emerald. I think, yeah, this is the one that was full of emerald, and I actually mined through into it. And we've actually opened up another cave here. So let's just get down into the cave here, and I'm just going to mine through here, guys. So I'll see you in a minute. Oh well, guys, I think I've had enough mining iron. I think I've got enough to be going on with, so I'm just going to go into here, and then we'll build up our farming room a little bit, just to get things sorted, and then this will be the end of the video, I think. Right. Yeah, this is where our farming guy lurking. So I've mined several hundred. It probably won't last 5 minutes. We're working with cuboid rooms. You can go through the iron incredibly quickly with a cuboid room. I think to start with, we will just see. So all that mining, and I can only build 10. I think that gives me an initial start. And of course, what we're going to do is, rotate them. See, let's do it from this side, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. I think that would be, that's a bit too close, so I think we'll start there. So I don't want to crowd it, because we're going to be here for a long time, so I want it to look right from the beginning. 25 iron, 5 zinc, and well, I think just lay out. Oops, it's gone again. And I think we'll just lay out 6. I don't think I've got anything to. It doesn't want to play. Why won't it? In that corner there. Do that one. Why won't it do its brother next to it? Yes, it will. There we are. Invalid position. Ducked. Right to the last moment. Oh, come on. Well, that took a little getting into, guys. So we've now got a basic layout. Let's see what we can do farming wise. I do want a Gravitino orb planet in here. Let's see. That needs 100 Thamium and 120 Antrium. I don't know if I've got enough Antrium for that. Actually, what do I need for Mordite? Maybe I don't really need Gravitino balls just at the moment. So we need 40 Thamium, 25 Carbon, 30 Mordite. Okay. Mordite or Spodonium? Let's have a look. You need 100 Spodonium. Okay, let's. I think I've got Spodonium up here. I think that will be it's in Vault 8. So we got. I think we could get the Tenarium in as well. I think that should. See, what we could do is start planting the. Let's see if we can find the. What's up with you? 40th, there we are. Let's start. Get a couple of these up and running. We'll start with 3 until I can work out what the harvesting ratio is, so that we get a fairly balanced ratio between the two types of plants, so we can kind of max out the area here and here. See if we can get some Spodonium in. There's the Spodonium plant, so we'll get some Spodoniums in here, and this will let us start to produce insulating gel. That will give us a little bit more cash, and of course as we get the nip plants, and I think that's about it. I'll probably run out of carbon, probably. Yeah, we're out of carbon. Anyway, we've made a start. We've got 5 spodonium plants. We've got some tenarium. We're just going to go and get some carbon. I think we'll just go and put the stuff back in the vault here, because I don't want to lug all this tenarium around at the moment. We could probably put the water gen in here, and we'll put the okay, and we'll put the spodonium in here. We've got some antrium. Actually, what? Yeah, we don't have the carbon now. So let's see, anything else we can do? Actually, I think I need to check my resources. Oh, we've still got 10 antrium knocking around. I don't know why. Is that because this is full? Nope, I just didn't put it in. And so we got the rigogen, deutronium. Probably don't need that. That might be able to get rid of that. So I don't think there's any other use for deutronium. So I think that's about it. I think, guys. We've got a visitor there. It's a nice looking ship, actually. Bet you want spots for it. So we're running out of protection. Take it off your life form ship. 28 slots. Oh, that'd be nice, but I'm not going to sell it for. I'm certainly not going to sell my current ship for that, even if it's an A-class fighter. I'd need to have a junker down here to do that. Never mind. Maybe what I might do when I'm doing routine stuff like this is I'll fly a junker down here rather than my premium ship. And I think what I am going to do is go and look at the view. Oops. Past, I forgot, I can't. Let's go up here and into here. Yep, I really like that view. Kind of the sun coming up over the hills and a view over the water, and once it becomes fully daylight, that's going to look really, really cool. I like that. I think that's the view I'm looking for, with the creatures going past. Yep, I'm going to setting a base up here, and I think this might actually become my permanent base until I find something that's even better. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. I think I've rambled on long enough. Apologies, guys, that it was basically base building, but I wanted to get this done and underway so that I can start to focus on other things. I mean, I will keep building the base over time, but I think this will be the only kind of whole part dedicated to laying out the base. As I say, future development will consist of me adding bits and pieces as I go along. The next part, we will go and kind of go out and top up our resources, maybe get a bit more chrysogen and stuff like that, so that we can kind of start laying out the plants. And well, we're also going to need to get some carbon, and a cold planet's a good place for carbon, so that we can actually get our farming up and running. Well, we could put a hole there. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.